Switzerland is going to try this project, which Canada has already tested, and it worked very well for the Canadians, where they give every one of their citizens, 18 years or older, $2,000 a month. Doesn't matter if you have a job, doesn't matter if you don't have a job, if you want one, if you don't want one, everybody just gets this money. The money, of course, is generated through tax money, but see, the big concern here is, if everyone just gets money, why the hell wouldn't anybody work? Well, are you just saying that if we gave everyone $2,000 a month, the country would turn into Indians? No, everyone would just sit around and do absolutely nothing. I mean, not saying Indians didn't do anything, but I'm just saying they wouldn't be building buildings or roads. They would just be living in teepees, accomplishing zero things. No, people still care about science for the sake of science. They care about engineering, architecture. There's still honor. There's still prestige. I took the liberty of doing the math on this, and to see if the United States were to try this, how much would it cost, and what would be the benefits? Well, I found out through a lot of math. We'll say we have roughly right now 245 million adults in the United States. If we give them each $2,000 a month, times that by 12 months, then that comes out to roughly just under $6 trillion a year. That's a lot of money. So it takes $6 trillion a year to give every adult $2,000 a month, including everyone that already has a job. So then I looked up, where are we going to get the $6 trillion from? From taxes. Well, how much taxes do we have to pull from? Like, do we even create $6 trillion a year in taxes as a country? So I went to go look at our GDP, gross domestic product, the gross amount of taxes created by all the citizens. Anyways, it's roughly $16.5 trillion. So that still leaves over $10 trillion for our budget. That would go to education, military, government jobs, blah blah blah. So where's the $6 trillion going to come out of here? Because right now we got $16.5 trillion, but it's all being spent. So it seemed like a tricky problem, but luckily a quick half of the money is already raised, because if we were to... Goddamn Skype. Josh.
Yeah.
I'll call you back in 60 seconds.
Okay.
So, all 16 trillion is being spent. Where does it come from? Well, we could cut food stamps if we had this program. We could cut unemployment, and we can cut food stamps. So that's all like probably half the cost. That's like $3 trillion a year we spend on unemployment and whatever. I'm not sure, as these are all really rough estimates, but I'm pretty sure I'm ballpark close. Now, if we had Ron Paul's wish, we would defund the NSA and the TSA. Boom! That's like close to $1 trillion right there we're spending every year. Plus, if you count how much money we just signed the NADA, I believe it was, NDAA, while everyone was arguing about Duck Dynasty, that passed the budget for nuclear weapons budgeting for like almost $300 billion. And we already have enough nukes to wipe out Earth, the Moon, Mars. Why are we pumping another $300 billion into it? So that can go into this program. All the people that have talents, or potentially could have talents, they now don't have to waste their time working. They can be doing something. They can be writing or following a passion. You know, a lot of people take a job because they need one. They're like, I gotta do what I gotta do, even if I don't like it, I gotta pay the bills. This way, people can be like, I want to do what I want to do, and I'm not going to take the first thing that comes my way. And people can get into something. Like, if someone cares about the how animals are surviving or whatever. They can be a marine biologist, and that's not a very big. There's not a whole lot of job openings for that, but now there would be a lot of people without jobs, and a lot of people we could do whatever we want, pursue whatever passion we want. There could be new groups forming, and they can start collaborating, and it'll be just better for the animals, better for the people. That's just one example out of a billion, whatever you could do with your time. But anyways, I don't see what's too bad about it. The only issue with all of this are the people who are getting paid and deciding not to work. Are there going to be too many of them to make this not feasible? And like I said, Canada tries it out. That was not the case. It worked completely fine. People are not going to just sit around and do nothing. A lot of people will, but a lot of people do that right now. Now, here's the big thing. I'll finish off with this. This is the opposite of incentive, Dane, because what I was saying earlier was people are incentivized by marriage and to have children because it creates more tax makers. But this is the opposite. People are not going to want to have a kid because we're not going to give money for people having kids. We're giving you the money to support yourself. You're alive, you're fine. If you want to have a kid, you better be able to afford it. So go get a job, or you and the kid live off the $2,000 you get a month. So, finally, when the kid turns 18, he'll be getting this $2,000 a month. But parents are not going to be pumping out children and waiting 18 years to get the $2,000 extra dollars, which won't be theirs at the point anyways. It'll be this 18-year-old adult's money. So that's going to fix that.